life in corporate America to live my dreams as a stand-up comic, singer, and national speaker and author on living well and happy with diabetes. I scared my daughter. I frightened myself. I've got ex-boyfriends who could tell such embarrassing stories. But I kept on searching, 'cause I knew there had to be a better way. There had to be a better way. 'Cause for me, that better way was a little gizmo called an insulin pump. And in the 11 years that I've been wearing a pump, I have never once had another bring a plane down, lose consciousness low again. Not even close. Thank you. With over 20 years experience in international sales and marketing with high-tech companies like Intel Corporation, I've learned how to take complicated information and make it simple. That's what I do with diabetes. I take the medical facts and make them easy to understand and fun so you can learn how to keep taking care of yourself.
Maggie was great. It was inspirational, and I appreciate it because anything we can do to motivate people is great, and you motivate us.
I got an insulin pump, and it does look like a beeper. You can see why she says that. And it keeps a 3-day supply of insulin in here. My emotions leveled out. I used to be like a train downhill, no brakes. I'm sure you can imagine that. Woo! And I would never use words like calm and peaceful to describe me. But I did after the pump. My sister said, I don't even recognize you before and after the pump. It's like you're two different people. I needed help. I take half the insulin I used to take because it just gives you little drips of insulin, just like a regular pancreas does. So you're not giving yourself a whole blast at a time like I used to with a syringe. So you're not getting all this extra insulin. And insulin, first of all, makes you crave food, and then it has you store the very fat it told you to eat. So I want to pass around for you, because when I first found out about the pump, I thought, I don't want to do that. It's gonna, it's gonna have a big needle. I don't want a needle in me all the time, and I don't want it to control me. I'll tell you what, I'd wear it if it was 3 times this size, because in the 16 years that I've been on a pump, I have never again had another unconscious low blood sugar reaction again. Never. Where is it? So when you have it on, it's like a little round Band-Aid on you. That's it. It was absolutely nothing. And here, I'll share my mother, Marsha Goodman, again. I'll give you a little Jewish mother-ism about fear. She says, it's not the things you worry about that get you. It's the things you don't know are coming that pack the biggest wallop. What do you know? The older she gets, the wiser she becomes. And if you're like me, insulin's a lifesaver. And an insulin pump can also make it easy. What do you think every audience really wants to know about the insulin pump, but they're too embarrassed to ask?
There you go! I knew the woman with diabetes would be brave enough to say it. It's usually a woman who says, how do you have sex?
How do you have sex?
As a plant in the audience, how do you have sex?
Bingo! No room has ever gotten it that fast. Yay, nurses! What kind of sex do you want to have?
If you want to have the short, lovely sort of sex, you just disconnect, set it on the nightstand, have a great time. But, if you want to have the long, luscious, last for hours, take a nap, wake up, go at it again kind of sex.
If you want to have the long, luscious, last for hours sort of sex.
Wake up, go at it again sort of sex. Then you order the pump with the really long tubing.
Then you just order the pump with the really long tubing. With the really long tubing. Rolls over on it. I'm like, honey, get out of the way. It doesn't hurt anything. And the nurses and the educators are angels on earth. So she comes to my house and she sits down at my dining room table and she reaches into her shirt and between her breasts she grabs an insulin pump and pulls it out. I thought, well, this would be an interesting sales call. she says, you know, most women can hide the pump in their bra. And I said, okay, now up here, you didn't even see what I did. You just knew what was happening. It's not hard to do whatever we're supposed to do for a day or for a week, but it's day in and day out that gets tricky. And you know that with whatever you're dealing with, whether you're dealing with diabetes or not. So that's why it's great to get together and remember that you're not alone and that you can feel better and that happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. Day one, I felt better on the pump. Because all of a sudden, I had like a foundation to my life. I wasn't going up and down in this nightmare roller coaster of too low, then too high, then too low again. It was nuts. Now I'm a pumper and I just feel so happy. Nothing's worrying me. Thank you for letting me share my passion. If you've got a meeting or an event that you'd like my help with, it would be an honor. Thank you.